Triss Marigolds, foul sorceress and member of the even filer Lodge of Sorceresses, was willing to offer herself up as irresistible bait for this fanatic hunter of witches, putting her life in danger in order to save Ciri and, I dare say, with a thought in her heart for the art-loving denizens of the north, who otherwise risk being deprived of their most prominent bard. Oh, shut up, Dandelion. Oh boy. This is sounding like it's gonna be a bad idea. But that would leave us to meet Triss at the Eternal Fire Shrine near the harbor around midnight. We've got a few hours remaining and it is nearby. I want to talk to this Cleaver fella, see if I can maybe slow him down just a tad, and also figure out how the hell to even get to him because...
My, what a freak.
Yes, you too. This is it. I've been looking...
a piss, but about to get my arse wet.
Yeah, don't say that out loud, please. I was looking for this place, I couldn't find it. Well, happy to have found it now. I'm looking for Cleaver. Well. Are you having fun?
A wee minute, Witcher. Now, I'm curious something mighty. How is it you were off the same bloody night Whoreson tried to kill me?
'Twas chance, honest. I was at the brothel. I've witnesses.
I don't doubt you found some witnesses, but I do doubt the bit about chance. Know what? Shite conversation this. So much blethering, we've got nowhere. Lad, you have a chat with him. It's simple. I want to know where Whoreson is.
I've not betrayed you. Not ever. No! I know nothing!
Might I suggest not killing him if you want answers? I mean, don't let me tell you how to do your job, but... Come on.
Help me find Junior.
I'm about to send my lads around Whoreson's hideouts. Won't say no to a witch's blade. Lead my men, take the water Junior and drag him out of his hidey hole. Win-win situation as I see it.
But honestly, Whoreson can't die. You might want to get him out of the picture, but there are other ways to do that.
Whoreson can't die until I've talked to him.
My lads are hot-headed and I like 'em like that. Want to rein them in? Do so on your own.
I'm not sure if I can do that. I work better alone. I appreciate the offer of me being able to help out your men and have them as a backup, but they might just mess things up, honestly. Like, we have different ways of working, so...
Not interested in your squabbles.
Figure out what you want, come and see me.
I guess. Maybe I'll change my mind, but for the time being, the gangs of Novigrad, we're staying out of this. Anyway, that brings us right back on track to actually meeting with Triss at the Eternal Fire Shrine, but around midnight, still gonna take some time. It might still be a bit out of my reach, but I could at least talk to Hattori and, well, see what his entire ordeal is about. Like, he stopped making swords or something? I can't fully remember, but we do need him, and it doesn't hurt to have a talk. Alright, of swords and dumplings, which... it seems out of my reach. I can have a chat. Maybe. I don't know. Hattori, hi.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
Are you joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
An elven sword expert. You must be Ibir Hattori.
Ah, indeed. I am.
Geralt of Rivia. Heard a lot of good things about you.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Well, sure. I'll try a dumpling. I mean, apparently you're also famous for them.
Tasty.
Glad to hear it. Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, now that you ask. I am looking for a good swordsmith.
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
A better
Good
sword.
one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really. It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Who?
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Why did
Damn
you
shame
stop?
you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better.
Really?
But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver, frequently.
This Ernst Van Horn, what kind of character is he?
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings, a small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Aha.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havakars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Yeah. And you couldn't make a deal in the end then.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
It's not where your heart
You
is.
miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help me?
Maybe? I mean, you want me to help you get supplies. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if I'm capable of finding supplies for you, but... maybe I can help in another way?
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
Oh, I do like the sound of
know.
that.
Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
We're already
I
meddled with
badly
them.
need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen.
Oh, that's another guy.
Must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Can I get a catapult or trebuchet? Yes, please. I'll arrange a meeting.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
This is probably gonna have to happen tomorrow, though. Or some other time, because I'm still not sure if I'm... The red skull is showing me that it might not be wise to do this right now. Just saying. And also that means 2 more hours to go. Well, seeing how we still have to wait anyway, I think I'll use this very short moment of our time to maybe sell a little bit of stuff to a merchant. Excuse me, passing through.
Open up.
I mean, it's 2 hours. We can do a lot in 2 hours of time. Well, it turns out that actually selling all that stuff turns out to be a whole lot quicker than I thought it would be, which means there's still only 1.5 hours remaining. I guess we can meditate that time away. I mean, we had to meet Triss around midnight, so would this work? We'll just meditate till midnight. Everything is fine.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mina could use a bit of paint and spackle.
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere.
I mean, it's
We can
just the
never
eternal
sneak in,
fire.
and fighting our way in won't work. Menge would have had plenty of time to escape.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
Something I'm not
Take
going
the
to like.
shackles. Put them on me.
Yeah. Definitely not option number 2. Mind explaining what this is about? Like, I get your plan, but...
Mind explaining what this is all about?
Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menge personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Are you sure about that? Are you really sure that you want to do this? Really sure? Like, this could go horribly wrong.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will? And in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Okay, but then what? We walk in there with you chained. How am I going to stop the whole Church of the Eternal Fire from doing whatever the hell they want with you? Torture and all. Nail pulling and whatnot.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menge's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menge's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Okay. And what about the treasure?
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not,
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
true, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Okay, well, we'll take it as a bonus. If it happens, it happens. If not, well, let Menge have his money and screw Dijkstra. But still, before we go...
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No.
No, not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
Well, if you're ready, Triss, then let's go.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
And you do know what is going to await you, right?
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady.
That's what I worry about.
But I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, alright?
This is gonna be hard.
All right.
Oh, gotta keep up appearances. This is really going to be difficult. And I might not like what I'm gonna have to allow.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Yeah, I want to talk to Menge.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menge himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
That sounds like a horrible idea. You're not gonna do any ripping. Might know your witches, but you sit at catching them. I got something to offer to Menge.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Don't talk to her that way. No. I'll tell your boss, no one else. I mean, he's the one in charge. And I don't want to have any of you working for the witches now.
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menge.
Menge don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by. With my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
I'm really not sure how much I can avoid. Triss knows what she got herself into here. Oh, I'm really not liking where this is gonna go.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menge. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, playing tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
You can take her, but no torturing. Not yet.
Fine, take her. I'd rather she didn't interrupt my conversation. But hands off, don't touch her.
Don't damage the
Why?
goods.
Feel sorry for the bitch.
No, couldn't give a shit about her. But if I don't get what I want from Menge, I'll want to sell her to someone else. Don't want you damaging the goods.
Keen nose for enterprise. You'd make a great madam. Don't you worry. Menge will give you your coin, and Marigold will get what she deserves.
No, no, no. There's how many people here? We know what happened last time I tried to do this inside of a bar when there were tons of people. And I wasn't that good at Axie just yet. No. These are bloody witch hunters. We're definitely not gonna Axie them.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
Oh, God. She knew what she was getting herself into. All we care about right now is figuring out we're serious.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in. Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart.
This witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger.
Oh.
This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Merigold.
Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit.
Every drop of water in that bucket is lasting an eternity right now, knowing that Triss is getting tortured.
Have a drink, Witcher.
You can't torture Triss, I won't allow it. Okay. Well, do I say that right now? Would Sorry, not in the mood of a drink.
Not in the mood.
You've two choices, Witcher. Drink or die.
Fine. I could kill you, but no. Play this nice.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Stop squirming. This little piggy went home.
Kurt, please see why Miss Merigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler.
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But to answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'd be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Got a silver sword on my back. Is that not enough, though? I mean, silver. Oh!
Enough. Let Triss go.
No,
now.
not what I wanted.
Who are you to give me orders?
Got a silver sword on my back. That not enough?
It proves nothing. Dopplers can change their bodies at will into materials that look and feel like silver as well. Materials that have none of silver's useful properties naturally.
See, you're an expert on Dopplers.
I'd expect a witcher of all things to understand the value of knowing one's enemy.
This little piggy had roast beef.
I can't drop the appearances now.
This little piggy had none.
He's going to see right
Now,
through us.
Let us talk shop. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Merigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Witches do anything for gold. Don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, honestly, Triss betrayed me first. That's why I'm doing this.
You seem well informed. So you have to know Triss betrayed me first. Used me as a pawn in the Lodge's game. As I see it, she's getting what she deserves.
No more. I can't. Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee. Ow! Bitch bit me. Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all.
This is a lot harder than I
You know
thought.
something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
If I mention the treasure, he instantly knows. How do we know that he has a treasure? Don't mention the treasure. We're after Dandelion and we're after Ciri. I don't care about this bloody treasure.
It's simple. Free Dandelion.
A degenerate bard for information about Philippa. Tempting offer, I admit, but I must say no. You see, I've a magnificent execution plan for Dandelion in Oxenford. A breaking wheel, flaying alive, and so forth. It should work wonders for the mores of the academic youth and townsfolk.
I'm sure they would like it, but...
When is this instructive spectacle due to take place?
When I issue the order, in person, Dandelion will remain in the dungeons beneath Temple Isle until then. So sorry I cannot be of help. Perhaps we can agree different terms. But first,
what was
let's
that?
see how Miss Marigold fares. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
What were those papers? Marigold can handle herself. I'm so sorry,
Can you
Triss.
say where Dandelion is?
Yes, but... Triss.
I'm so sorry. You gotta see to your wounds. Really, are you okay?
I should tend to your wounds.
No need. I'm fine. Well, mostly fine. Should heal in time for my wedding.
Sorry. Should have gotten you out sooner.
Don't apologize. I knew what I was signing up for.
Although, you rushed it a bit. Just a tad.
How do I say this? That was just a bit premature.
What do you mean?
Menge said Dandelion's locked up on Temple Isle, dungeon right under the temple. He was planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Also said they'd only let Dandelion out of his cell once Menge gave the order, in person.
Shit. I'm sorry, Geralt. I should have thought it through, but when I saw him,
Don't worry, it's okay. No need to explain, like, what you just went through. I'm so sorry.
After what they subjected you to, no need to explain.
He'd never have agreed to help us. Even if I
know. Let's not dwell on this. We should think about what to do next.
Dandelion's safe for now, though out of reach. We don't stand a chance of breaking him out. Temple Isle's impregnable, and Menge's not likely to order his transfer, or anyone's for that matter.
Well, he did burn some kind of paper.
Saw Menge burn a sheet of paper right before we came in here.
Could have been something on it that would have helped us. Too late now.
Yeah.
So there's no way you could recover the note?
Sadly, no. I'm a sorceress, not a miracle worker.
Well, I was hoping that maybe you knew something about it, but... maybe there's still something on Menge's body?
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Could find something that'll help us.
And otherwise there was always necromancy, I guess.
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
We've still held up to part of our bargain. Doesn't matter that we don't know where the vault is, but we got him the key for it. That means Dijkstra can't be upset with us. But yeah, It seems like necromancy seems like our only hope now.
Could you revive him?
Maybe. If I actually practiced black magic. Haven't sunken that low just yet. Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
Yeah. Maybe breaking Dandelion out's our only option then.
Breaking Dandelion out's starting to look like our last option.
Geralt, you know me. I'm all for finding solutions. I don't give up easily. But in this case, there's no hope. Not a shred. No one escapes the dungeons beneath the temple. And no one's ever been broken out.
Anyone actually tried?
They've tried, Geralt. I've tried, to be exact. Shortly before you arrived. It almost cost me my life.
Well, in that case, we don't have much to work with, really.
Menge's the only one who could have ordered Dandelion's release.
Yes. Or someone who looks exactly like him.
Dudu.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about, but not here, not now. Come by when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, smart plan. How are we going to do that, by the way? Like, through the window? Is it time to rob this place completely dry from anything that we can find? There surely is time. I mean, who knows what he has hidden here? Anything of use? Slot of Sintra. I so wish he didn't burn those papers, because now I really want to know what was among them. Sword for witches, thank you. Blood versals. This is fine.
I either go out another way, or ready my sword.
Geralt, over here!
Yeah, we're definitely going out of here. Should we close the door? We should probably close the door. Let's get out of here. Come on. Triss, you coming? Triss? Hi, are you coming? Come on. Let's leave this place right now.
This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam.
Be my guest. So, how are we going to do that? Just like that. That's fine. Totally fine. Before you do that, anything we need to loot out of here before you set it alight? That's what I mean. Anything. Okay, I guess I deserve that. Well, at least things sort of worked out. I guess. At least Caleb Menge is out of the picture.
That should do it.
And they've got themselves an issue.
Mm-hmm. Not about to use the teleport, though. See you, Triss.
See you later. Which means my path is... where exactly? I think it's up and over. Right after taking all of this. And no one suspects a thing. Caleb Menge took the bait hook, line and sinker, oblivious to Geralt's trickery to the very end. Said end was brought to him by Triss, who stuck a knife in his throat in an emotional outburst, understandable from someone who had just been subjected to cruel and unusual torture. Luckily, Geralt had by this time already squeezed the information he needed out of Menge. He had learned that I, Dandelion, was rotting in the Temple Isle dungeons, waiting to be transported to Oxenford, where I would play my last leading role in a spectacle sure to leave the audience in tears. My own execution. Yet Triss, God bless her heart, had a plan for preventing this. So, To recap on what we've learned up until now and also to think ahead. Dandelion apparently got in trouble with Whoreson Jr. after the supposed heist, or before that. And he was working together with Ciri as we saw in our dream. But what supposed deal did they struck with Junior, and why did they rob Dijkstra? I mean, well, we know that Dandelion is currently in the Temple Isle prison, but how exactly did he get there? Was he betrayed, or did the heist maybe go completely wrong? And also, how the hell do we get him out of prison? Menge said how only he could give the order to release him, and meanwhile he also got his hands on the treasure somehow, but how? And what is Junior's role in all of this? Was Menge maybe the one behind empowering Junior, which caused him to rile up against the other crime bosses as we've seen, and did they thus work together? And also the path to freeing Dandelion could most likely involve that Doppler doo-doo, which means that we need to hope that Priscilla has heard a rumor or two, or maybe Dandelion might have told where he would hide. But that leaves many questions regarding this Whoreson Jr. And in order to avoid letting him throw a spanner into our works, I think it's time that we try to pay him a visit, wherever he might be hiding. In his house, in the arena, the casino. We'll find a way. But seeing how we're here anyway, and seeing how I'm not entirely sure if I can just leave. I can't just leave. But I do see a broken wall. We are right in the tippy corner of the harbor over here. We know that Dandelion left the sewers with his compatriots right around this area over here. They sailed away with a boat to where? For Menge to get his hands on the treasure, might they have sailed all the way over here and tried to bring the goods out of town through the portside gate at the first possible area? Or not? Like, how did Menge get his hands on the treasure? Which means I do want to see if I can explore this little area over here first. Maybe we can find some clues. And I'm afraid Hattori will have to wait just a tad bit longer for the time being. So, first things first. Also, we need to tell Dijkstra about what happened. Yeah. Knowing him, from the little that we've experienced up until now, he's not going to be happy that we didn't figure out where the treasure is. Sure, we might have the key, but other than that, not much we can
You there, Mr. Roven wants a word.
do about it. Speak of the devil.
Bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Did you come to see the fireworks?
Will you stop following me already?
I will, as soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
I'm afraid I can't
Me
do
and
that.
Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere. And 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
I wouldn't
First off,
dare.
you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, founded on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own. You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
I've saved you the trouble of breaking into a vault. I mean, sure, if you wanted to try the same way they tried to break into your vault, go ahead, be my guest once you find it. But I have a key, and it's a whole lot better. But what about my rewards? No, wait, that's it? No witticism imparting? That's unlike you.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark? No scintillating joke?
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
I had my reasons. How did you find out? Obviously as a spies, but... Honestly, stop crying. You'll get your treasure back, won't you? You've got the key to the vault. All you need to do is find it, and I'm sure your little thief network can figure that out on their own. I did the hard work for you. I got rid of Menge.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
And you
I can
abused
live with
mine.
that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward.
Don't bother. I know what happened to Dandelion.
Then take my coin. I always pay my debts, even to liars.
Honestly,
The final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
I'll keep that in mind, Dijkstra. I'll keep that in mind. I swear, if you pushed me into the harbor bay, maybe I would have killed you. Yeah, let him burn. Well, that could have gone better. But honestly, I'm also not all too surprised that he figured out. Well, at least... Oh no, how bad this might be. Let's hope there doesn't come any rain. Dear oh dear.
Menge got what was coming for him. But seeing how in the grand scheme of things he was merely a pawn, I am not sure on how this will affect our future. At least we know where Dandelion is, even though his location is quite inaccessible.